all on his own, going up against the safe lane, tri-lane from the side of Elunes. It's the Anti-Mage, the Bane, as well as the Winter Wyvern here against the solo Undying. So how do you see Undying doing here in this lane, Candy?
Right now he's doing very well. He's getting all his levels. Right now we can see he's like level 3 with the Lina, and he's like the clock was not far behind, but he's not like contesting 2 supports. He's not getting the 2 supports in his lane. No chance is quite low, and the Undying's quite good with his HP, good with his stats right now.
Yeah, definitely. He seems to be doing pretty well here, considering that.
Just a second, just go on. Thing is, go host
looks like we are having some issues here. Do bear with us. Looks like they are trying to make a go onto this Undying here. The Anti-Mage is coming in on the back lines as well. Bane does have his brain sap as well as Nightmare ready to go. Tombstone has already been replied here. The Phoenix comes in as well with the Icarus dive. He is dropping really low. He's used the brain sap to keep him alive for now, but the right click from the Phoenix brings him down. The Undying is dropping really low as well. Aggressive blink from the Anti-Mage is able to secure the kill there. Phoenix now does not have an Icarus dive. Anti-Mage continues to pound down here. Splinter Burst connects from the Winter Wyvern. They're moving in. He is really low, but he's under the safety of his tier 1 tower, and he is safe for now. So at the end of it all, it looked like a 2-for-1 trade going in favor of Team Elunes. The score stands 3-2, 3 minutes into this game. Looks like there is a smoke coming out from the Bane as well. He's trying to rotate in here into the mid lane, possibly try and set up a gank here on the Lina with this Leshrac here. Pings do come out from the side of Elunes. They're trying to make a go here. Lightning Harass coming out onto the Lina. This he is dropping really low, but he's playing really safe. He is in the safety of his tier 1 tower, so he's going to be fine here for now. Looks like there is a pull coming out here from the Winter Wyvern. It is going to pull the wave back and secure some more farm coming the way of this Anti-Mage. And in the middle of it all, we actually saw the Gyrocopter solo kill the Clockwork here in the bot lane. So like we said, that threat from the Gyrocopter, thanks to those early levels from the couple of kills, has translated into lane domination here, Zach. I mean, sorry, Candy.
Okay, so as far as I'm seeing, no, the Clockwork also got a kill off on the Earthshaker. In the meantime, we were hanging this gang top, and the Wyvern's trying to like harass back all this. This is a dual lane coming out from Neckbreak, and it's going quite well in the favor of them. In the CS, we see the mid matchup is quite matched up with 18 CS on Lina and 17 on the Leshrac. As we speculated, it was gonna be this way, so it is going on this way. This rune could be okay. It's uncontested by the Leshrac, and Clockwork's getting the bounty rune bottom. This Clockwork is, I feel, getting more out of the lane than this Undying right now, because he's getting all those levels, and Undying, he has got more presence in the game than the with his levels than this Clockwork.
Definitely, Light Strike connects from the Lina there, and the right click is able to bring down the Leshrac there in the mid lane. Perfect rotations coming out from the Earthshaker there. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, looks like Clockwork actually picked up a solo kill here on the Gyrocopter. Level 5, pretty much it was walking up to the hero, get that cogs into battery assault, and he easily brings them down. So Elunes lose their mid hero, but were able to bring down the carry of Neckbreak, Candy.
So, and right now this is a setup from Bane, the Leshrac steeping in, and it's gonna be something huge. Okay, he miscalculated, it's a stun which is landed and it's an easy kill. So, what just happened there? Like, how was the sleep triggered off?
I'm not really sure what
exactly. The Bane triggered off his sleep on his own.
Yeah, that must have been the scenario there. Slight misplay coming out from the Bane, but wasn't of much. The Anti-Mage blinks in aggressively, but the Phoenix is able to Icarus dive out at the last second. The Arctic Burn slightly lacking in damage to bring that Phoenix down. Looks like there is a rotation coming out from the Earthshaker here into the bottom lane. Clockwork is moving in. He does spot him out. Hookshot is ready to go here. He's standing in the trees for now. The Earthshaker is in the fog of war. So if he does walk, if the Clockwork actually does manages to walk up, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble here. But pings are coming out from the Earthshaker. He does know that the Clockwork is in close proximity, and he's gonna play it safe for now, Candy.
Yes, absolutely. And but let's talk about the warding right now. The warding, we've got 2 wards from the Radiant. We've got one middle, which is to like support the Lina right now, and we've one got that just expired. So sorry. We've got only a dire ward. Okay, 2 dire wards. One watching the safe lane, and one watching the rotations. But it's not much of a thing right now, I believe. The Clockwork's guarding the bottom. There's one other hero bottom. We can see.
They're trying to make a go onto the Winter Wyvern here. Icarus Dive has been used. The Tombstone has been deployed as well. We are seeing the Fire Spirits connect onto the Winter Wyvern. He is out of mana. He does not have anything. The Lena's walking in the backlines. He's not able to kill him down here. The Anti-Mage wants to retreat as well. The Lena's just bottling up. She does have an Invis Rune with her. She's just waiting on this Winter Wyvern to overstep and get that kill. Looks like Clockwork actually, meanwhile, in the bottom lane was easily able to bring down the Gyrocopter again with the rotations, which means there's going to be no rotations coming here onto the top lane. It's pretty much just the Anti-Mage here left on his own with the Winter Wyvern not having mana for any of his skills. Looks like the Lena just throws out a couple of Dragon Slaves here. Nothing much. They don't want to dive past the tier 1 tower, expecting rotations from the supports of the side of Team Elunes.
So what's happening right now is that Neckbreak are focusing too much on this anti-mage and then letting the carry die. Like, he's died twice in the lane, and it's gonna cost them. This is gonna cost them. The anti-mage, once his farm is up, like, he's got 30 CS on the board. The Gyrocopter is behind. No, he's on 31, but then the Gyrocopter has died 2 times. It's gonna cost him. It's gonna cost him levels. The clockwork is getting huge right now, and that's what is gonna be an issue.
Yeah, also one more thing I would like to point out is Gyrocopter does catch up, hold that thought here. We do see the Leshrac moving in aggressively here. The Bane has spotted him out. Ultimate has been triggered by the Leshrac here. Cordon coming out from the Gyrocopter does land only on one hero. The Earthshaker has already hit the deck thanks to the Leshrac spam here. He is in sleep for now. The Splitter does not connect. Cogs used by the Clockwork as well, and that Ray is able to secure the kill. Bane securing the last hit against the Gyrocopter by the looks of things. Here the Phoenix actually managed to kill the Leshrac, who seemed to be hiding in the trees there, Candy.
He was like trying to avoid like getting spotted, but he was stuck in a bad spot. The cogs were not like the cogs were here. He was stuck in a bad spot. He had to go down. He went down. These stacks are proving good for the Lena. Lena's farming up these stacks, and they are like proving to be the comeback mechanic. She's died twice in the lane, and she's like holding up for Neckbreak right now, but the Gyrocopter is going down again and again, and this is gonna cost them. Let's look at the inventory of the mage right now. The mage is okay. He's going up for this, completing his stretch before his Battle Fury. I guess he's gonna go for a Vladimir's offering too. The Bane's got his ultimate. He's gonna trigger up for the Undying. It's an easy kill. The kill secured by the anti-mage. He's gonna bring down the Tomb, but it's gonna be greedy. I believe he's gonna get Lagoonard and he's gonna dive. So that was a greedy play by No Chance. He should have blinked out at the moment he saw Lena TPing, and yeah, I guess he had vision.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like the Lightstrike carry does connect onto the Bane as well. Dragon Slave brings down the Bane there. Double kill going the way of Lena. One thing you always don't want to do here when the teams run an early game lineup is not feed kills away to the Lena here. That's going to progress her way towards that quick Yules into Aghanim Scepter, which is going to be a lot of trouble for the anti-mage as well as the Leshrac here, Candy.
Okay, yes, right now we look at this Clockwork. He's got like in a very aggressive position. He's looking out for Lena, and Undying's already here. Easy got to go in. He just spots out the Lena, and now he's in a bit of trouble. He's got the Undying in the cogs, but it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him his life because the Undying's going to DK stack him. And no, the Shrac's in. Okay, this was a calculated play or a misplay by Lena. What do you think?
Definitely. The Lena continues, gets the Dragon Slave onto the Fog of War, lands the kill here. The ultimate has been used by the Leshrac. He tries to enchant Totem. He's been slept here for now. The Lena's dropping really low. He does not have any mana for the Light Strike array. We see the Cauldron coming out from the Gyrocopter. He easily brings down the Bane, but the Leshrac turns around, gets the kill onto the Earthshaker. He's dropping really low. Gyrocopter with that Flak Cannon hits is able to bring him down. So at the end of it all, it's a 3-for-2 trade going in favor of Neckbreak. I must say,
right now we can see the space created for anti-mage. Space created is the call, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him up to a level where he can accelerate his farm. Okay, that's a nice play. They like curse the creep down so that he can tank up the tower, and this easy tower. Nice.
Yeah. So that's a really nice play coming out from the side of Team Elunes. They have this is really good play coming out from the Clockwork. He's creating a lot of space there for the anti-mage to farm up his way towards that Battle Fury. So he's well on his way now with that power trade as well as the Ring of Health picked up. Let's go ahead and look at the gold and XP graphs. 10 minutes into this game, it's about 2,000 gold lead in favor of Team Elunes, and an XP lead of about 1,000 going the way of Elunes as well. So even though that last trade did not literally go the way of Team Elunes, they're still coming out ahead here in the early game, Candy.
But yeah, there would be a moment like around the 15-minute mark. Okay, so this is a solo wild for the Gyrocopter. There's very little follow-up. The Bane's holding it on. What's he gonna? Okay, the hook shot misses. He just the Clockwork's not in range. There's a go on the mid. Leshrak's gonna go down surely. He's not gonna get any of his skills off, and they're going again on the Wyvern. Okay, the Phoenix. Okay, he's got his supernova. This is a nice play. This is gonna be a double kill. No chance it's gonna go down. And with the triple kill for the Lina. Very nice play coming out from Phoenix. Haunter, respect. You're hunting down heroes. You're getting those kills. The space created was now wasted.
Yeah. Now the problem there was that when the Leshrak did get caught out with that Yule Scepter. They tried to get in defensive TPs there to try and help him out. Wasn't in time, and then we saw the rotations coming out from the Earthshaker as well as the Phoenix. An aggressive Icarus dive there into the Supernova with that fissure to hold the heroes there. And the magic damage coming out from the Lina was just a little too much for the heroes of the side of Elunes to handle, Candy.
Yeah, Anti-Mage I guess was being a little greedy. The Lina was low on already low on mana. He could have avoided her and avoided all of this. But then he's like, the Supernova took all the focus away from them, and they're gonna commit on this now. It's an illusion, so nothing.
Yeah, so looks like there is a group up here coming out from the side of Elunes. 4 heroes have grouped up, while the Clockwork looks like he's heading towards the bottom rune spot. Gonna pick up that bounty rune. Let's go ahead and look at how the heroes are doing in terms of farm. The Undying has pretty much just the arcane boots here, nothing much to show off. The Lina, however, is really farm. She does have that Yule Scepter as well as that point booster, working her way up to that quick Aghanim Scepter pickup like we discussed earlier. The Phoenix,
she's holding up. She's got a level. She's holding up with everything. And we've got this Earthshaker who's completed his Soul Ring, I believe. No, he's going for the 4-star, straight up for the 4-star. Why did he? Okay, he was.
It's up against the Clockwork, so if he does get caught out with the hook shot, he needs a mechanism to save himself, needs a mechanism to save his allies as well, and that 4-star is going to do a lot of work once he does pick it up.
Although if you look at the Clockwork, he's already got his almost okay. Crowley just like bursts down. He like vaporizes the Leshrak in the middle lane. That's with his Yule Scepter. It's working, guys. It's working, and it's going to be a good snowballing. Let's look at the net worth right now. I guess he's on top of it with 7,000, a 3k lead above the Clockwork. The Clockwork's the second guy in net worth. They grouped up as 5 in bottom, and this Clockwork is in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down with his cooldown, call down, and okay, easy kill, easy life. The Gyrocopter tanking up a lot of damage through the Blade Mail, but he's going to take this tower. He's going to be supported by his team. And we are not seeing anybody from Elunes contesting it right now.
Yeah, they're not really in a position to contest with the Clockwork as well as the Leshrak who went down slightly earlier there in the mid lane. So they don't really want the Anti-Mages to already join fights. They want to just secure farm on him. Looks like Elunes is gonna give up this tier 1 tower for nothing, since they've already actually traded up the top tier 1 tower about 5 minutes ago, Candy.
Yes, just a sec.
Looks like there is a rotation coming out they're just going to content at farming up the Radiant jungle here for now. The Anti-Mage, what does the Anti-Mage have? The Anti-Mage has completed the Perseverance here, working his way towards that Battle Fury pickup. The Bane, looks like he does have his Arcane Boots and a Cloak here, working his way towards that early Glimmer Cape pickup. There is TP coming out from the Gyrocopter. There's farm to be had here at the top tier 1 tower, and looks like he has picked up a Bracer here for now. Possibly, he's going into a Drum of Endurance, Aquila Boots build. I see him go for a quick Sanji Yasha as his next item as well, Candy.
The Earthshaker is like clearly bringing out the heroes in the map. Like he knows exactly where the heroes are, where they are in the jungle, and they're gonna go in with a smoke, I believe. But there's already a smoke going on. Smoke gang try by Elunes, and we're going to be following Leshrak, who's going up ahead. They won't find anybody in the Radiant jungle because they're all grouped up in the top lane for the Radiant, but then this was a wasted smoke then.
Yeah, they are making their way through to that mid lane where they're going to find about 2 to 3 heroes off the side of Neckbreak. They have spotted out Crowley there in the mid lane. Pings do come out there that they want to push through, but this is going to be a risky dive considering that the tier 1 tower is still up for the side of Neckbreak there into the mid lane. The Neckbreak, however, continues to pound down onto this mid tier 1 tower here. Double damage rune activated onto the Lina as well. Glyph comes out from the side of Elunes. They want to try and get a trade-off here. The anti-mage has already rotated into the bot lane here. He's going to be joined up by all his allies as well, and the assault continues on to the bottom tier 1 tower. The mid tier 1 tower has already actually fallen here for the side of Neckbreak. Looks like they don't want to stop there. They want to continue onto the tier 2 tower. They know that the side of Elunes are grouped up here onto the bottom lane. They don't want to just go away with one tier 1 tower. They're going at the tier 2 as well. There's structural damage here being done. They're not letting go. Only the Winter Wyvern is in position here to try and stop this push coming out from the side of Neckbreak, Candy.
Yes, and as we know, the Wyvern is a very good hero to like control pushes. He's got the Splinter Blast, which is gonna cause so much damage. You're gonna burst on all those creeps, and it's gonna be difficult for them to burst down the towers. And right now, this is absolutely space created for Anti-Mage. He's coming up on the second spot in net worth. He's got already 6k gold. He's just 3k gold behind the Lina, and that's gonna close down in like the next 4 minutes. He has purchased, I guess, the Claymore. I guess it's on the Korea, yes. And he's gonna like 600 gold away from his Battle Fury, and this is going to be something huge. It's gonna be a bit late. It's gonna be a 20-minute-ish Battle Fury with a like a power threads. I believe he'll go for a Vlad like right after the Battle Fury to get those get his fighting man up against these heroes. But then this is gonna be quite a difficult task. They're going up for the towers. The Neckbreak are playing they're getting all those items up on their supports, on their heroes, and they're going for the safe game. They're pushing, they're trying to force them to fight, but Elunes are not interested. They've got enough.
There's a TP coming in, double TP here. Tombstone has already been used by the Undying. Zombies pursuing the Leshrac, who's actually already gone into Invis Zone. The Bane is able to get out of trouble as well. Looks like there is going to be no fight here in the mid tier 1 tower. The Clockwork as well as the Winter Wyvern are hanging in the backlines. They're trying to scout out the heroes here. There is an Invis Zone onto the Leshrac. He does actually spot out the Undying. With the tier 1 already dropped, they could actually make a go here. They do spot out the Lina in the backlines here. Leshrac is baiting up. The hookshot comes out from the Clockwork, does not connect. That could have been an easy secured kill onto the Lina if that hookshot did land, but looks like she's going to be safe here for now.
She's going for the Bloodstone, not the Ganem Scepter, as you mentioned. She's completely a soul booster. She's got 500 gold in stashes, 300 gold, like a 450 gold away from a Bloodstone, and this is going to be something different we are saying today. But then according to the scenario, I think she needs to tank up. I think she needs to go to the front line and provide all the damage she can.
Yeah, the thing is that I've seen it in TI5. Many Chinese mid solos playing the Lina tend to prefer to go for that early Bloodstone after the Yule Scepter. She does get a lot of solo kills regardless of not having that Aghanim Scepter. So those Bloodstone charges does allow her to stay in the fights for quite a long time, I must say, Candy.
Yes, absolutely, and we've seen space for the Phoenix. She's like farming up all the lanes. She's getting a level. She's, I guess, a level 10. Let's look at the levels right now. We've got just a sec. Hero levels. Okay, so we've got a level 13 Lina, level 11 Gyrocopter. Supports, if you look, we've got all of them have got their ultimates up, and the Anti-Mage's got his Battle Fury up. Now that's a huge pickup. It's an 18-minute Battle Fury. We can say a 19-minute Battle Fury, but then he's gonna go bonkers and farming with that. Let's see how much more space they can create. I guess 10 more minutes, and this Anti-Mage is gonna be fat.
Yeah, looks like he is skipping the Vlads here for now. He has picked up that Band of Evil Skin, working his way straight up to a Yasha and completing up that Manta style in the near future. I must say that the one time that Team Elunes actually beat Neckbreak was the match where Crowley played Lina in the mid, and they went for an early game aggression lineup. The side of Elunes were able to hold that thought for them. We're seeing a smoke gang coming out here from the side of Neckbreak. They do walk in towards the mid tier 2 tower, but the side of Elunes are well aware of this rotation. We see that from their retreat patterns that they know that there's something fishy here going on in the mid lane. Looks like they're going to transition this into some pressure here onto the tier 2 tower. We see 3 heroes of the side of Elunes just waiting in the backlines. They're just waiting on to get a proper angle onto this Clockwork to get the hookshot in. The heroes are kind of clumped up here. If the Clockwork actually can get in a 2-3 man cock, I see this fight going the way of Elunes despite that Anti-Mage not being there. The mechanism has already been popped here. The Clockwork with that rocket was easily able to spot out the heroes. The TP is coming out from the Gyrocopter here. He's trying to rotate onto the top lane. It is a retreat here coming out from the side of Neckbreak, and this actually favors Elunes. That's a lot of time spent by the cores of Neckbreak there in the mid lane, and they didn't get any objectives, Candy.
Yes, absolutely. We are seeing like Anti-Mage, they're getting damage done on 2 tier 2s right now. Mid tier 2 is completely ignored, but then they've got like a lot of damage on the bottom tier 2 for the Radiant side, and Clockwork just picks off an Earthshaker who was retreating. He was like slow to get out of there, and he's punished.
Yeah, this is the problem that you face playing up against a snowball. You play a snowball lineup, you go up against an anti-mage, you are forced to group up and get those objectives in the early game. And when the split push from the anti-mage actually does come into play, it forces your team to split up and rotate. And that is when the Clockwork, the Leshrac, your Banes come into play. They're easily able to solo out the retreating heroes and pick them off one by one, Candy.
I believe the window is very small for right now for Neckbreak, and now they have to get their objectives completed. I guess they should go for a rush, but Antimage is in a bad position. He's gonna get out. Oh no, he's not gonna get caught out. The Lashstrike array was already used. Crowley trying to make a big play, but then he should have done better with the Yules, I guess.
Yeah, I'm surprised there that he didn't go for that Yules. Looks like there is another smoke coming out from the side of Elunes here. Surprising that
okay, so they're gonna get caught off on the cliff. They spotted out here. And the Clockwork whiffs his blade mail. He's gonna have a hook shot in 3 seconds, and he's gonna go back in. No, he's not.
Yeah, the heroes of Elunes have retreated here for now. They've lost their positional advantage thanks to that smoke being popped up when they were in the low ground. They don't want to be walking blind into the high ground since they don't actually have wards there. Could have been a big misplay coming out from Elunes, which could have let Neckbreak back into this game, but they're playing it safe here. They're doing the right thing. One more thing I would like to point out, that this is game 1 of the best of 5 grand finals. There's a lot at stake here for both these teams. I can imagine the amount of tension, the amount of nervousness that is there for all these players. Though they are professional players, they have been on the stage multiple times, but I can only imagine how difficult it is for these teams with their decision making, Candy.
Yes, and we can see again, like Neckbreak have good dropped as 5 at mid, and they're going in for this tier 2. So it's going to be an easy tier 2. They can't transition it to a high ground push, but then they can, like they have revealed themselves. They're all mid. Antimage is pushing up Chop happily. No, he's like gets back to his jungle. He's like, okay, they can't see them. Neckbreak and Elunes both are playing a very passive game, a very safe game, and I guess the time is on Neckbreak right now because this anti-mage can get out of hand. Lina, I guess, would be like after she uses the spells on some other heroes or some other person, she's gonna be bursted down quite easily by the anti-mage. This is gonna cost her. The anti-mage catching up on his net worth. Like the Gyrocopter is far behind. He's like 3k away from the Lina right now, and he's gonna catch up faster.
Yeah, there's a Glimmer Cape here already ready to go on to the Bane, so some more defensive capabilities for the side of Elunes. Winter Wyvern has picked up an early gem here, which is going to restrict and take away all the vision from the side of Neckbreak. They do rely a lot on trying to catch off 1 or 2 heroes off the side of Elunes, like they have time and time again. We saw that in the mid lane earlier. They were easily able to catch them out, and that is what is going to allow Neckbreak to transition into objectives. But for now though, the map control as well as the game, I must say the control of the entire map and the game lies at the hands of the side of team Elunes, Candy.
Yes, absolutely, and the anti-mage is like, he has completed his Yasha, I believe is getting delivered to him on the courier, and it is going to be now tough times after his Manta style. He's going to go in with aggression, and he can, I guess, solo kill this Phoenix, I believe. The Phoenix is going to commit his Supernova. She's going to commit a lot to survive the anti-mage onslaught.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be the name of the game for the side of Neckbreak. Gyrocopter is working his way towards his Black King bar. He's about 600 gold away. Looks like that is the item that Neckbreak are waiting on. Once he does pick that up, they're going to be firing all cylinders, trying to get that objective. It's going to pretty much force them into playing really aggressive in the next...
I guess with the BKB on the Gyrocopter, they're going to go in with the Rosh, and then they're going to go for the objective. They're going to get this tier 2 down bottom for the tire, and then they're going to go for Rosh. But then Elunes is aware of this. They're getting the dewarding done. They're getting all of the... they're restricting the vision for Neckbreak, and they're getting the map control. The anti-mage is still 3k behind the Lina. I guess Crowley's farming alongside the anti-mage. That's a huge thing. And she's got his Arcanum Scepter already online now. Okay, Crowley's farming out of his mind right now. He's got his Yules, he's got his Arcanums. He's not completed his boots though, but then that boots are too mainstream.
Yeah, your power treads or face boots are way too mainstream, I must say. He's probably going to pick up that boots of travel if it actually does come down to.
And it's a 5-man smoke, I believe.
Yeah, it's a 5-man smoke here. Looks like we are going to see the first attempt at Roche here coming out from the side of Neckbreak. The side of Elunes are completely oblivious to the fact that there is a cheesy Roche attempt here coming out from Neckbreak. They are trying to spot out any heroes of the side of Elunes. If they can get a pick off here, it's going to be uncontested Roche, but they decide against it. They see pings coming out here. They know the side of Elunes are waiting here in the bottom lines. In the bottom lane, the Lina does lead the charge here. He does spot out the Leshrac in the side. The Laguna comes out as well, immediately goes down. Hookshot comes out from the clockwork. There's a call down coming out as well as a tombstone being deployed here. Defensive use of the Yules coming out from the Lina. Lina gets a double kill there. Clockwork goes down. So does the Leshrac. In the backline, there's a sleep coming out onto the Earthshaker. There is the use of the sentry as well. They're going in. The Phoenix is able to bring down the Light Strike Array connects as well. The Lina is able to bring down that Bane there. Last rightly going to the Phoenix at the end of it all. 3-4-0 trade going in favor of Neckbreak. Candy.
I guess it was a very greedy play by Batusai. He went in with his cogs and his hook shot right after the Shrag died. That's the main damage output we can have right now. And this is like something going down. Some amount of feed going to Neckbreak, which was like quite bad. They can now transition into this tier 2, but no, they're deciding against it. The anti-mage is pushing up the top lane constantly, and they're going in with the tier 2.
Yeah, that's actually something that Neckbreak desperately wanted, I must say. They were falling really behind there. The anti-mage was catching up in farm, and those pickoffs were really crucial here. Looks like they have their eyes set on Roche, and they must be attempting it in the near future. Leshrac though did have a lot of bloodstone charges, pretty much immediately revived, which thwarted Neckbreak from going for that Roche candy.
Yes, and like we see right now, we've got Gyrocopter falling off a bit. He's like not farming much. He's like constantly trying to get into the fights. They're trying to find pickoffs. They're wasting too much time, and the anti-mage is not involved in these fights right now. I guess he's got his manta up right now. Let's check out the anti-mage. Yes, he's got his manta up. It's delivered to him. And is he gonna go in for the basher right now? 3.6k gold on this Leshrac. What do you think he's gonna build into? BKB, I believe.
Yeah, BKB is going to be the play here for Leshrac. We've typically seen Leshracs go Yule Scepter after Bloodstone. We have seen the Shiva's Guard rush as well. So it's pretty much going to be up to what Leshrac decides to go for. Looks like he does want to hang on to his buyback gold here in case Neckbreak do attempt to go for Roche candy.
Okay, so the Lina's like easily farming up the top lane. She's not afraid of the anti-mage. She's not afraid of anyone right now, and this could be like somewhat lethal if she shows herself in the lane, because these heroes can like bring down a Lina. They've got enough control to bring down a Lina. They can trade 1 for 1 or 2 for 1. Gyrocopter denied the bottom tier 2. They had taken too much damage. They lose more map control. Neckbreak are right now have lesser map control than Elunes. Elunes got the map control. They've got the farm in their favor, and they are getting more out of this game right now, I believe, than Neckbreak.
Yeah, definitely. You always know that that anti-mage is a ticking time bomb. He is pretty much going to be idle for 25 to 30 minutes. After that, he just turns out into a split pushing beast. You are always forced into the defense to defend up those tier 3 towers, forcing rotations in, which is going to actually give you a lot of chances to get pickoffs on the heroes, transition that into high ground push tier 3s, possibly even the Rax's candy.
And the last time the anti-mage died, it was at the mid tier 1, where Crowley got a triple kill, and right now she already burst down the Winter Wyvern, already burst down the Leshrac, and she's low on HP, low on mana. The anti-mage is not here to contest this fight. He's pushing up bottom. I guess he's going for the high ground. All 5 heroes from Neckbreak up here top, and they're going in deep. They're going for all the kills. They've got the Courier Snipe though. No, they're not. Okay, what is Lina's hits going to?
Yeah, Lina there was easily able to burst that Leshrac down thanks to the fissure coming out from the Earthshaker as well. They're going to go for this tier 3 tower. Looks like they might actually transition into a tier 3 push as well. The anti-mage continues to farm out the Radiant Jungle by the looks of things here. Tier 3 is going to hit the tech. Zach, what do you think is going to hold that thought? There's going to be a TP coming out from the left side. They want to try and catch the heroes out. Pulse Nova has already been used here. Lina tries to land the Light Strike area. Does not connect. There's a Fisher coming out from the Earthshaker. Does hold. There's a Sleep comes out as well. Anti-Mage has joined the fight here as well. Leshak walks, activates that BKB, walks in. The Undying hits the deck. Phoenix is joined in as well. He has the Supernova ready to go. It's been activated here in the bottom lane. We see the Leshak meanwhile kill off the Earthshaker as well. We see the Yules coming out from the wind onto that Winter Wyvern. The Anti-Mage comes in here. Big ultimate there used. There's the Clockwork moving in here with the cogs. Manages to hold out the Phoenix, not before he brings the Anti-Mage down himself. So at the end of it all, it was a 1-for-4 trade going in favor of Team Elunes, but the Anti-Mage did go down, Candy.
And absolutely, I think this was a thought out play by them, because they made the Gyrocopter rotate down bottom, they made the Anti-Mage push out this lane bottom, and then the Gyrocopter came down bottom, and they went in with the carry, they went in all out, and they got a 4-for-1 trade. It's a good trade. The Anti-Mage although died, but he got enough gold. I believe we should look at the graphs right now. So we get Neckbreak still in the lead with around 2.5k. That's not much at 31 minutes, right?
Yeah, you expect this side of Neckbreak to have a much bigger advantage, since they are the snowball lineup here. They are running the snowball lineup here in game on. Looks like Crowley is going aggressively onto the top lane here. There was some backup there who have retreated away. So this situation in the game does favor Elunes. We've seen them time and time again. Actually, the games that they do come out on top against Neckbreak have been lineups that they wherein they run a really hard carry, Candy.
Yes, and right now the Anti-Mage, I guess he's got some item progression, I believe. Yeah, no, he's going in for a BKB.
Yeah, BKB is required here. It's pretty much only magic damage for the side of Neckbreak, since Gyrocopter as well pretty much has only gone survivability with that drums into Black King bar. He has picked up that Demon Edge and possibly working his way towards that Monkey King bar until he does complete up that item. It's pretty much all magic damage on the side of Neckbreak, minus the Aghanim Scepter Laguna Blade on the Lina. So that Black King bar is going to keep him alive for a long time. We see the Fisher connect onto the AM here. There is the Yules as well as the stun. Winter's Curse has been used onto the Earthshaker, but the Lina has already KO'd out the Anti-Mage. There's the Icarus dive coming out. There's a TP coming out from the Winter Wyvern. Not in time. The Undying easily able to bring him down, and that's another 2-for-0 trade
and
in favor of
gem.
Oh, the gem has hit the deck as well. Looks like they have picked it up here for now. I don't see it on the Phoenix. Okay, let's just go ahead and have a look at the fight recap. It's about 2,000 gold swing and XP of about 3,000 going the way of Neckbreak. They have found that opening here. Looks like they're going to put in aggression. Looks like the Clockwork is caught out here. BKB has been used by the Gyrocopter, and the Rocket Barrage they are coming out is easily able to bring down the
right
Clockwork.
Okay, the Lina was trying to get something out on the Leshaki. BKB didn't TP out, I guess.
Yeah, he did.
So this is quite a turnaround. They're gonna go in for Rosh. They're gonna go in for the tier 3s right now, I believe. With this Rosh, Neckbreak are gonna be thinking they can break down those tier 3 towers, and this is going to be one heck of a fight again. The Anti-Mage went down quite early in the fight. The Wyvern was not allowed to TP out. They got the gem. They'll get the D-wards. Right now, there's no dire ward on the map, as far as I can see. But then this is going to be a quick rush, a quick transition into high ground, and an easy game, I believe, for Neckbreak.
Yeah, there is an impending push coming out from Neckbreak against the towers of Elunes and possibly even barracks. Okay. So looks like Lina has picked up the ages here for the side of Neckbreak. That's going to be a go here. There is still the bottom tier 2 as well as the top tier 2. So I'm guessing Neckbreak actually want to go ahead and secure those towers before they go for a high ground push, Candy.
Yes, and okay, still the Anti-Mage is falling off a bit. Like he's not farming as much as he would have wanted. He's going in with this BKB, which would be quite a defensive item for an Anti-Mage. I believe Anti-Mage should not be forced into a BKB. He should go for something more like aggressive, like a Skull Basher into an Abyssal or something. But then this BKB is going to cost them. I believe it's going to cost them time. It's not as I expected, but then as we expected, Neckbreak is going in for this tier 2 bottom. Lina is casually holding off top. She's just warding off these Elunes heroes, like go back, defend your towers, I'm here. And as soon as they spot out the Lina bottom, they know they can't go in without the Lina. They push out the bot lane. Okay, so this is quite a game of tug and war with the.
Yeah, hookshot was used from the Clockwork. They're trying to catch out this gyrocopter, and he was pretty close to landing that. I must say that it's pretty much all gonna come down to if the anti-mage is gonna have that completed BKB and buyback ready to go when the side of Neckbreak does decide to breach the high ground. Looks like Leshrac is gonna get caught out here. There is the rocket. The tombstone has been deployed by the Undying as well, but the side of Neckbreak decide against pursuing in again at this Leshrac here. He does have backup in the form of this Clockwork, who's immediately going to rotate out of there as well, and looks like they are going to transition this into a bottom tier 2 push, Candy.
Yes, the stun lands, the homing missile lands, it doesn't on Leshrac. Although the Aegis is gonna run out, so I guess they're gonna go for this objective at least. But they're again rotating bottom. The anti-mage is constantly pressing the bottom lane of the Radiant, and it's gonna be the name of the game for the anti-mage for right now. He's gonna just keep this tower pressured, keep Elunes rotating back, keep Neckbreak rotating back, and get his farm up.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what the anti-mage needs to do here. Once he managed, the side of Neckbreak actually know how important that that top tier 2 tower is. Once that goes down, he's gonna have access into the tier 3s and possibly even Raxus, which is going to further stop the side of Neckbreak from going for that high ground push, Candy.
Yes, and let's look at the items right now. The Clockwork's completed his pipe, and this pipe is gonna have a huge impact in the game. It's gonna, the Earthshaker's already completed Blink, but then a good pipe could save them from the massive damage they can suffer from the Echo Slam. It like negates all the Lina damage you got out there, and much of Phoenix also. So the pipe is a great pickup for them. The Undying is completed his Guardian Greaves. The Bane is quite, you know, he's not got much. Okay, the Echo Slam has been completed on bottom. It's a Tombstone. Phoenix gonna go down, and this Clockwork is no longer for this world again.
Yeah, the Clockwork tried to TP out of there, not in time. Lots of burst damage coming out from the side of Neckbreak. Brings down 2 heroes. 2-for-0 trade going the way of the side of Neckbreak. The goal lead is about 4,500. I would have expected that lead to be a lot more for the side of Neckbreak. The experience, however, is about 10,000. So they have a significant level advantage compared to the heroes of Team Elunes. However, the anti-mage continues to get some split push off here onto the top lane. The Leshrac has joined him as well here for now, and there is defensive TPs coming out immediately from the side of Neckbreak. Discipline here shown, especially by Crowley. There's a Yules onto the Leshrac. There is the call down, but the BKB comes out from the gyrocopter. From the Leshrac here. The Lina goes in aggressively. She does not have Laguna Blade ready to go, but the right clicks from the Lina easily brings down that Leshrac, and the anti-mage immediately just TPs out of there, and looks like Leshrac ended up being the scapegoat there.
Yeah, it was like this game is now, they're like getting picked off all over the map right now. They got 2 heroes on bottom, they got 1 on top, and that was a real MVP. The Leshrac is a really valuable player here for Elunes, and it's going down again and again. This is costing him too much.
Yeah, definitely. Here, looks like the anti-mage has given up on his split push. He's come back onto the mid lane here. Manta style has already been triggered. Looks like this is the impending high ground push that we were talking about. Yules comes out onto one of the illusions of anti-mage, and the Lina actually Lagunas down the Bane who was walking in there. Insta KO, and it's gonna be 4 versus 5. Does the Bane actually have buyback available? No, he does not. So for this high ground push, there is actually gonna be no Bane. They continue to pound down here onto the tier 3 towers. Lina goes to work here, while the gyrocopter is actually pushing out the tier 2 in the top lane. So there is a communication gap, I must say, and they're in sync now. They're going for the top tier 2 and possibly transitioning into a top tier 3 and barracks push, Candy.
Yes, and this is going to be like something difficult for, like, the Bane's up right now, but then yeah, the Cogs, Neckbreak is going to have some difficulty in pushing up the high ground. They've got Cogs, they've got the Rocket Flare, they've got Wyvern, and they've got a Leshrac. But if they get picked off like this, if they get into bad fights, Okay, so this is transitioning into be a kill for the Gyrocopter. The Wyvern's gone in solo. There's no backup for his team, and now Crowley brings down the Shrek. They've lost two supports and one core. It's going to be difficult. They're going to lose this lane of racks. The top racks are going down. The anti-mage is trying to rat down the bottom racks, but he's not going to be there in time. The Shrek's trying to bring down the T2 mid. And he's going to go down to a solo Earthshaker, I believe. The damage output is good enough from the Earthshaker, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, that BKB is not going to save him against the physical damage coming out from the tier 2 tower there. Looks like there is TPs coming out here onto the bottom lane. The anti-mage is already given up on this split push. First lane of racks in the grand finals is down. Oh, they actually are going for the mid lane of racks as well. The Undying in the front lines. There is the Gyrocopter going in as well. Light Striker comes out from the Lina to secure her some more attack speed here. There is TP coming out. Immediate call down. The anti-mage has used his BKB as well. BKB comes out from the Gyrocopter as well. Anti-mage brings in aggressively here. There's a defensive use used by the Lina. There is the Laguna actually used. The anti-mage immediately dies down. Buyback comes out from the anti-mage. The Leshrac is in no man's land. He's dropping really low. The Light Striker reconnects and the Leshrac hits the deck. Anti-mage is able to use his ultimate there, but pretty much no kills coming the way of the side of Elunes. The Undying is dropping really low. Splitter Pass comes out from the Winter Wyvern as well. The Lina's out of here. Anti-mage wants to continue and pursue this kills from the side of NB here, but looks like he's not going to be able to catch up. He does manage to finally catch up to that Undying here. He does dodge the Light Strike array as well. Lina does not want to give up on this push here. One more kill onto the anti-mage could secure the kill. There's a Yules onto the Clockwork here. Stun comes out from the Lina. It does connect. There's a Supernova used here. There's a Fissure comes out from the Earthshaker. They're getting broadened out by the Supernova here. There is the Blade Mail as well as the Cock coming out from the Clockwork, but it's all a retreat here. There's a Sleep coming out from the Bane as well. He is Glimmer caped up for now. In the mid lane we are seeing the ray coming out from the Phoenix, and at the end of it all, Clockwork goes down. So it did cost anti-mage a buyback, multiple buyback. Leshrac a buyback as well. There's a Fissure, it connects. There's a Yules coming out from the Lina as well. Is this anti-mage here going down? No, the Light Strike array does not connect in time. The anti-mage blinks out, but he is still in a lot of trouble. That Fissure is coming off cooldown in 7 seconds, but he drains off all the mana. There's BKB activated on the anti-mage. He does have the mana void. He brings down the Earthshaker.
But he left the gem on the ground right there.
Yeah, he does not have... he needs to get back and defend here for now. So a long skirmish. The fight recap shows 1 kill. That pretty much was a bloodbath. I'm sure there was about 15 kills going the way. Looks like Lina doesn't give a damn here. She continues to pound on the racks here. The melee racks is dropping really low. Linkage has been popped here. Anti-mage goes in aggressively. Martyr style has been used as well. The Phoenix is here in the backlines as well. Leshrac has joined the fight. He is trying to bring it down with that Pulse Nova, but he's not in range. The Winter Wyvern is trying to catch up to the heroes. He does have Winter's Curse ready to go. Glimmer Cape has already been used by the Undying as well. Lina just tries to use the stun onto the Fog of War. Does not catch any heroes of the side of Elunes, and it's a retreat here with that final Invis rune picked up. So at the end of it all, the score is 37-17. The score is well in favor of Neckbreak. 1 lane of racks is already secured. The goal lead is about to in excess of 20,000, and XP is in excess of 20,000 as well, going the side of Neckbreak. Looks like Lina is in Invis right now, is going to walk up and spot out this Winter Wyvern here. Stun does connect. There's a TP coming in as well. Laguna is used as well. Hookshot comes in from the Clockwork. He is caught out here. There's an immediate force off. There's a big Echo Slam coming out, but the BKB has already been activated by the anti-mage. Here the Earthshaker is dropping really low. Big mana void comes out, and the Earthshaker hits the deck here, and looks like there is the side of Neckbreak have given up. They're going in for the mid racks by the looks of things, Candy.
Yeah, absolutely. Elunes are like, they're like in a panic state. Like they're panicking right now. The game's going on. Not as what they expected. The buybacks have been expanded on anti-mage, but this Gyrocopter is going to go down. So they've only lost a lane of racks, and that's quite not a big deal if you've got an anti-mage. Last very heavy hitter in the game, and you can like control the other lanes, and you can get out the farm. He can still come back in this game. Elunes are not out at any point of this time. Bane has got his BKB up. Leshrac, although has not been giving the damage output as required, and he's not getting those plays in the game right now. But then the game's not over yet.
Yeah, the game's definitely not over yet. Though Neckbreak do have a big they hold the upper hand here. Roche is up as well, spotted out by the anti-mage. The illusion of the Lina actually also spots out the anti-mage rotating into the Roche pit. There is both these teams know that Roche is up here. This here I'm not really sure. Elunes do need to contest this Roche. If there is an Aegis on the Lina, she could pretty much walk up high ground, KO out one hero, respawn back. It does, like we saw in the previous fight, it does take a lot of commitment to bring that Lina down. So if they're able to bring her down once she does respawn with that Aegis, I'm not really sure how they bring her down twice, Candy.
And yeah, I guess that the Aegis this time would now go to the Gyrocopter. The Gyrocopter is hitting hard enough, and he is being controlled by the Lena's got a Lincoln's up, so they're not controlling her very well. But the Gyrocopter is getting like bursted down by 1 or 2 heroes, so he's gonna have the Aegis, I guess, this time. But we're not seeing the fight is being very split up. The anti-mage's got his basher, but then he's being kited around. He's being forced to like run around and try to catch heroes, but then that's not how an anti-mage works. He just gets in, bashes the like the fuck out of those heroes, and then gets the kill.
Yeah, looks like Leshrac is walking up here. Pings come out from the side of Neckbreak. This is their opening here. He blinks into the Fog of Warrior, tries to TP out in time. No stuns coming out from the Phoenix, which means he's able to get out of here in time. There was the Earthshaker rotating in, as well as the Undying. If that fissure had landed, that could have been game, set and match for the side of Neckbreak. However, they have rotated back into the Rosh pit here. Looks like they want to get Rosh down and go for that mid lane as well as the bottom lane of Rax, Candy.
But they can't go right now because the anti-mage, they're gonna go back to defend the higher ground. The anti-mage is trying to push up this tier 2 bottom, and then this is going to be let's see, the Gyrocopter got the Aegis, and the Radiant are not sure if they want to push right now. They're going to push out the lanes first. They're going to get back the lane control, and then they're going to win. This Leshrac is in a bit of trouble. He's got fissured. I didn't know why he did not pop the BKB. Maybe it's a bait, but then they're in a, okay.
The Tombstone has been deployed here. The Winter's Curse has been used as well. BKBs come out here. Multiple call down comes out as well. Big Across Dive coming out from the Supernova. He's waiting up. He's actually not there. Just TPing out of here. 1 knockouts out. 2 gets out. 3 gets out. Everybody from the side of Elunes is out. So that is the play. They're coming out from the side of Elunes. And if 1 or 2 kills there had gone down, Neckbreak could have easily walked up high ground and taken that last lane of Rax. There's a Hex onto Frenzy here. There's the Dragon Save. Lacuna Blade is used as well. There's the defensive use of the clogs there. There's the Fissure coming out as well. Splinter Bars comes out. There is the use of that. For now, though, he is healing him up. There is the Glimmer Cape coming out onto this guy. The Phoenix does have the Supernova. He is holding on to that for now. The Anti-Mage Illusions here doing work here onto the Gyrocopter. Heals comes out from the Undying as well. He has used that flag and he's trying to bring him down here. Lots of damage. Glyph has been used here. This is going to be the last glyph they get for the next 6 minutes. The Lena finally brings down the melee Rax. So that is 2 lanes of Rax down now. Neckbreak firmly in the driver's seat.
Neckbreak are like coming out huge in this game. The Leshrac, as I said, is not coming out as expected. Right now, the Earthshaker is going in solo, and this was a fake back. Like they faked their retreat, but right now the Leshrac is down. The anti-mage is in the middle of the fight, and he's going to retreat out of this. So this is not going to be a good exchange for Neckbreak. They size up the anti-mage, and then they're going in on the Wyvern. They're going in on other heroes. Lena standing in the midst of the fight, and she's not caring about any of the heroes of Elunes. Yeah, right now they're gearing up for the tier 3 push, and this is the last train of Rax. They have to defend it, or it's like game over.
Yeah, the final stand here, as we say, is gonna come out from Elunes here. There is no Leshrac, there is no Clockwork as well. The 3 heroes are gonna have to pull out magic here from the side. Lincoln's has already been popped up. Anti-Mage is coming in. He has been used up here. Ultimate from the Bane here does hold the Lena in place. There is the Fiend's Grip coming out as well. Anti-Mage continues to pound on. He's dropping really low. Laguna Blade brings down the Anti-Mage. There's an immediate buyback. The Light Breaker reconnects as well. Bane is down in the back lines. DJ is the call. Game 1 goes the way of Neckbreak. They take a 1-0 lead here in the best of 5 series. The throne finally hits the deck, and I have nothing more to say. Perfect play there from Neckbreak.
Like, great execution by Neckbreak. What we saw was an ideal high ground push. How you want to see? They faked that retreat, the fake retreat. The anti-mage was baited into coming in on the Lena. He was forced to come in, be greedy, and then he was punished for that. The Leshrac, not the impact we expected to see from him, but then well played by Neckbreak.
Yeah, Leshrac had a really good advantage. Those rotations did secure him a lot of early game kills and that advantage on the Lena. But once the Lena hit level 6, level 7, she was actually able to farm up a really fast Yule Scepter and get solo kills on the Leshrac time and time again, which meant that the supports had to concentrate. They had to stay around in the mid lane, which stopped Elunes from going for other objectives. But I must say, they did a really good job in the mid game. We said it time and time again. Neckbreak were falling really behind. The Gyrocopter did not have any sort of physical damage. He was forced into going for that Drums BKB build. But then when that, once they did secure that Roshan, those 2 or 3 crucial pickoffs in that bottom lane, they were easily able to transition into towers and finally a win.
and absolutely, like we hyped up, Mr. Crowley, a good show put up by Mr. Crowley, and a nice Lina display. Any of you guys want to know how to play Lina, just watch this replay and you'll be in a good shape. So,
okay. I've been told that there's gonna be some. I've been told here that there are going to be some giveaways at the end of game 2. Do stay tuned. All you need to do is just watch the game, and at the end of the game you're going to be asked a few questions regarding the game, and if you're able to answer that correctly, you stand your chance to win yourself some amazing Dragon War mouse pads.
So we've got game 2 right up in like 10 to 15 minutes, and we've got a huge giveaway from Dragon War right after that. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. Thank you.
Awesome. See ya.